I guess her only scene was complaining to us that we ratted her out on our song.
So early?
Morning, Annette. I've been teaching some of the townspeople how to read and write, as well as some basic math skills.
Alright, Ashe. You get your fourth. He's just too good, you guys. Like, look at this. He's too good. He's like, what are you doing out here? Oh, I'm being the best person of all time, teaching some of the townsfolk in my free time how to read and write and some basic math skills. Like, what the heck? Good day, good people. We're finding the year of the paradigm. The P was kind of like shifted off of the board almost. I am the United States Aviator. Welcome back to more Fire Emblem 3 Hopes. Let's talk about the War Council. We got the War Council in play. You guys commented last time, and before we do that, I think we should probably start every War Council meeting with the updated Good Noodle board. Not gonna forget. Not gonna forget, it's very important. We're starting to see some of those things fill out. I need to add a couple of names to the Good Noodle board as they came in, because we just got Dorothea, but I think we only just got Dorothea, so we're not too far behind on that front, but I do need to add her to the board because she will certainly be getting some Good Noodle stars because I am biased. I can already sense it in my soul that that's going to happen. So she's got to get on that board. I might do it as we go through the comments right now, actually, because I can kind of update pretty easily the names live, because I'll just have to type her name in and then save it, and it should update on this this right here, right yonder. That being said, from last time, I'll have to open it up. But it should be one of the last things that was open. We had... not the Datekeeper, even though that is an iconic episode now, because that's what a title and thumbnail. We had Stop the Burn, and what was definitely the hardest paralog I've fought in this game. Supposed to be that way very clearly, but man, they did not let up. They did not let up. It was probably the hardest fight I've fought on hard difficulty. Because everyone was so, like, maxed out. Everyone was so wild and crazy, kids. But I enjoyed it, I think. It's not, I don't think it's something I would enjoy having to do constantly, like, every time. Like, focus and fight like that every time. Because it was a lot of me stalling. But, like, I kind of still enjoyed it. I had no problems with it. I could, like... if that's, like, what kind of nightmare feels like, or whatever the maddening, in this game, I feel like I could do it. I just feel like I wouldn't want to do it. Not for nothing. Dorothy is now added to this board. Let me save it real quick. And she should pop up immediately. Yeah? Yeah, look at that. Little magic. We'll keep it up there for the duration of this, because you guys talk about some of the Noodle stars, too. Anthony Sub, if you lost to Burning, could we add Ayla to the Anti-Flame Tribe team in the AWE? Yeah, I hate fire. Solely because of that, but I digress. As far as I'm aware, you shouldn't need to have played 3 houses to get Gatekeeper here. It's just a thing of, most people who are playing 3 Hopes have already played 3 houses. Fair enough, I understand. Constance and Happy are definitely recruited together on Golden Wildfire. Yeah, I thought so. So this is the first time they're not recruited together, and that has me a little bit worried. What if we can't recruit Constance? She deserves to be on this board. I'm just so used to always recruiting all 4 deer. Oh man. Jessica, never underestimate status ailments. I always underestimated them until that time. They've been nothing to me in this game until just then. The kingdom wasn't able to have an improved relationship with Dusker in 3 houses because Dimitri wasn't king until the war. That's true. During part 1, Rufus was in charge. During the time skip, Cornelia killed him, pinned the crime on Dimitri. going to execute him, but Dedu gave him an opportunity to escape, and Dedu could have died during that opportunity, or in jail, I believe. That brings back a lot of memory now. I also thought Felix being tsundere about Annette singing was really cute as a Fellaini or Netflix shipper. I was slightly disappointed by their singular support in this game. Nearly all of my other ships got such great supports, including Sylvingrid, Dimidu, literally canonizing details that were previously fanon. Dimitri. Well, I think, and I'll be real, I kind of think Netflix was already just too perfect. I don't think there was much they could have added. I think that in the 3 houses, out of all of those, like, supports or, ships that you named, I think those ones were just like the end-all be-all. Oh, that was, yeah, you guys are just, that's the vibe. No notes, no changes. Anywho, Dimitri is as fluent in Dusker as Dedu is in Fold, and I really like that. I do too. Pin clicking intensifies. Unfortunately, it will not be pin clicking today. I'm gonna try and switch colors, so it'll start to be an easier time to figure out which episode I added these good noodle stars on my notepad. But that's just gonna be a me thing. I'll probably switch between a color and then the clicky one, so we're at a non-clicky episode today, unless I get some clicky pins that are colored. Stay tuned, maybe. Let me see. The good old mock battle. Just ignore the fact that everyone's levels are way too high. Facts. Everyone has a masterclass, except for Hilda that you mentioned, lore accurate slacker. And that everyone was super tricked out with fancy weapons. I did not even pay attention to the weapons, not for nothing. In 3 houses, we learned that Miklon hated Sylvain because his younger brother had a crest and was made the heir. I remember that. Miklon even tried to kill Sylvain on a few occasions. I only think I remember one occasion. But if you say it happened a few times, I believe you. Like pushing him down a well. I think that's the one I kind of remember. As a result, he was disowned and ended up becoming a bandit. That I definitely remember. He stole the hero's relic, family's relic. Definitely remember that. Turned him into a demonic beast. I remember that. Miklon's a horrible person, and Dimitri is far too kind. Yeah, but maybe on this timeline, he's a cool dude. He will probably stab us in the back. Happy and Constance were together in both the other routes. The order you get the Ashe and Wolves is based on how they are aligned with a given faction they're in. Happy is Black Eagles, Blue Lions about the same level. Constance is Black Eagles, fair enough. Boltus is Golden Deer, and Yuri is Blue Lions because they're strongly tied to the Black Eagles and not the Golden Deer. They can appear in the same chapters there, fair enough. However, Constance is an Empire girly through and throughout, so, and that is fair, that is true. So you wouldn't be able to get her this early in the route. The Alliance didn't have any revolts over faith either. When they switched to the Eastern Church, Raphael, Leone, and Lysithea all make note of that fact. If I had to guess rather, you're talking about Viscounts Burgundy, that's the one. Albany and Seaward are, you know, whatever, but I remember Burgundy. Who tried to defect to the kingdom after Claude became king, but before he joined with the Empire. Yes, so that I do remember. It's those 3. Burgundy's just a name I remember because it's red. It's a color, basically. Not spelled like that, I don't think. But it is a color. And yes, interestingly, well, not interestingly, I agree with this. You can't compare bandits and mercenaries. I see a weird number of people doing that when playing Hopes. Bandits are people who kill and steal. Mercenaries, at least usually, stay firmly within the law and only fight other soldiers. So, that's the truth, and I agree with that. But I feel like, very often, the best bandits, or the highest ranking, or the top level bandits, are mercenaries who have gone rogue, away from the way of the mercenary. I agree there's a strong distinction, but I think there is some overlap of mercenaries who didn't make it in the mercenary life and became bandits. I think that overlap exists, and it's not like a super duper like prevalent overlap, but it's an overlap that has not just been like a one-time overlap. Reverse Queen, a lot of good noodles in the Blue Lion House. Oh yeah, we about to get some About to get some stars on this board over here. We're just starting out. Also, I remember Edelgard early. Finishing Edelgard early, rather, so didn't have to deal with the status condition. But I got hunted by Sport by Demiclad, also my favorite ship. That's crazy. Hunted for Sport. That's how it felt. From all three of them. It was crazy. I hope... tell me your experiences with that one. If you did it on, like, hard. Because was it really just you running around trying to break pots like I did? Because I was terrified. Fun fact, Miquelon is actually foreshadowed in Golden Wildfire after Margrave's death there. Sylvain mentioned what his brother would think when Sylvain became Margrave. I do remember that, actually. And Dimitri replied they'll send a message. And Sonic Gaming said, Seth Rollins, stop burning it down. Yep. Hate it. hate it. But it is true. I know you didn't win the Rumble, but that doesn't mean you can take it out on Ayla. Thank you guys, War Council. Let's get these good noodle stars off the deck. And we will start to get our good noodles cut. Thank you. Working again now. Let me get this pen real quick. Put it behind my ear. That's the good noodle pin of the episode, sponsored by the color orange. And let's do it. Now, I didn't even peek. I don't know if we have a paralog today. I just didn't check. That's not how you check, huh? But I think that is actually how you check, huh? So no, I don't think we have a paralog. If we get one at the end of this episode, or the end of the battle, then yeah, we'll go ahead and do it. If not, I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll try and get some more supports then. So here's the thing. When I was walking around, and I wanted to, like, do this on camera, because, I don't really want to assign too many good noodle stars off camera, but when I was over here doing the Chore Master, I think I clicked on the Chore Master, it turned me around, and I turned around, and I saw Dorothea kind of just over there like that. Yeah, that view alone was enough to be like, oh my gosh, that's a good noodle over there. Dorothea, you have earned yourself a very biased good noodle star. I fear that's going to happen a lot with her. Because I am a weak man. However, I do not care. We've never taken away a good noodle star though, so we'll see if that happens today. Probably not, at least from the people who are on the board. Hello. They auto-cut me to this angle. I didn't do this. Am I upset? No. But, like, I didn't do this. This was not my fault. This was not, I did it, the game auto... I'ma move it out of, I can't even really move it. There we go. Can I give the game a good noodle star for, that's actually a bad noodle. That's a bad thing that the game did. I didn't want to fight at all, but I did so for 80. Now I've surrendered to keep myself alive. What other choice should I have? I'm not sure if I can bring myself to fight for Fargus, not with the whole heart, anyway, but if I have to, I'll do it to hasten the end of this war. I'll cheer you up.
Let's see.
You don't have to force yourself, Dorothea. I can talk to Dimitri if you feel like you can't fight for the kingdom.
Thanks.
Thank you, but I'm fine. I have to take responsibility for my
I'll
actions.
get things done.
I'm a songstress, no matter the stage. I swear to play my role to the hilt. And I will be... glorious! Alright, well, she said the word. And she was very honest about everything that she said, so, you know, I'm not gonna, like, not gonna dump a good noodle star on her immediately for that, but I mean, she's building. Hey, Catherine. Gerald's Mercenaries, huh? A while back, a guy called Gerald served as a captain of the Knights of Saros, but I never would have guessed he'd leave the Knights and end up wandering a mercenary. The guy quit more than 20 years ago, but apparently he's still just as tough as then. Impressive stuff, if you ask me. They still say those who inherit crest from their ancestors tend to live long lives. So, and I guess rather, he'd be your case in point. Yeah? He didn't inherit a crest from his ancestors, though. He inherited from Lady Rhea herself, huh? Hey, yeah. Get pushing up. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. There's so much that fool neglected to tell us, it really pisses me off. Per usual, I have no idea what's rattling inside of his skull. If he thinks he's the only one who will lose face over this, he's a greater fool than I gave him credit for. Dang. Who knew royalty could be so annoying? You should have known that, actually. You, out of anyone, should have known that, Felix. To be fair. Oh. Hey, you guys, it's Mickey.
What?
What's up, Mickey? Hey, yo, no, don't you tsk. That's Felix's thing. If you're gonna tsk in my army, you got to get out of here. You're gonna have to get out of here before you catch these hands, and these swords, and these axes, and these lances. And these, magics, and these no bows, because we actually have no bow people. But I digress. I don't care if you dislike me, but if you try anything funny, I'll cut your throat myself. Oh. I take back all of the threats that I just tossed your way. I'm protecting Aryan Rod for the time being. That's what the one holding my leash ordered me to do at any rate. He's got a bag at the side. He's probably stealing things from the camp. Hey, Annie. Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? You've been hit by... You've been struck by a smooth criminal. I heard the Alliance is having a real tough time in this war too. The Great Bridge of Murden fell and Count Gloucester swore his allegiance to the Empire. We're doing fine enough for now ourselves, but there's no telling what might happen in the future. Let's focus. Hey, we gotta focus. The Empire could pivot at any moment and pour all of their efforts into the Western Front. Right. I guess all we can do is try and kick out our training into high gear. Anyway, let's make sure we're as ready as we can be for the next fight. No problem, Annie. I'm glad you're okay. Glad you're okay. Glad you're okay, Annie. I already done all of our tactics stuff, so we're going to do a little wrap around here. Petra. What's good? I never was having hesitation to fight the Empire, but then having to cross blades with classmates is chilling my heart. I am in relief we did not have to be hunting Dorothea. I was having to decide whether to be taking her life. Oh man, I'm gonna give her a star for that actually. It's harder for like characters that we've had already to earn stars, so I'm trying to be a little bit more liberal with them. But I feel like this is the first time Petra has said something specifically like this. Maybe second time, but like, I don't know why, it really hit kind of hard. Because usually she's just been like, I'll be taking the lives that I need to, but then she was like, but Dorothea, she's cool, she's the vibe, you know, and she's right, you know, I'm out here with the Dorothea. Go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna give her a good noodle star for that. Like, for real, for real. Because I do believe that's, like, strongly in character for Petra. Not strongly, but it is in character for Petra. But it's not something we hear often from Petra, you know?
Good seeing you. Not good.
When His Majesty came to me saying he wanted to give Miklon a role in the army, I was about to keel over from surprise. My brother put me through a lot when we were kids, even after we'd grown up, if I'm being honest. But the kingdom needs him right now, and both militarily and politically. I'm worried about you, bud.
What?
Are you sure you're okay fighting alongside him? If he's really done that much to you, I mean... They're keeping an eye on him. Besides, I'm not the same defenseless kid I was all those years ago. I can handle myself. He can! I actually think he could be useful to us. My father taught him everything he knows after all. And I do like his father. Who is this fake looking gatekeeper? You're not my guy. Where's my guy? There's my guy. What's up, boy?
Nothing to report.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. Thank you for your update, my boy. Hold on, let me get you your good noodle star for the update. Thank you very much. That's your third one, baby. Thank you for the report. Go on. So we're gonna hit the Empire territory next, huh? I hear they've got some tough mercenaries with them. Promise you'll come back safe and sound, okay? I'm wishing each and every one of you the greatest success in battle, man. He's got to get another one, you guys. He's got to get another. That's a second. That's back-to-back, son. That's back-to-back, son. 100% that's back-to-back good noodle stars. Of course, my guy. I love him. I'd do anything for him. If he perished on the battlefield, I would go back. Hey, what's up, Rodrigo? The Empire is taking on our army in the west and simultaneously battling with the Alliance to the east. They also have renowned generals like Count Burgles and Marquis Vestra in their command. Isn't Vestra, Hubert's? I thought that they got rid of him.
That reminds me.
Unless he means that since they got rid of Hubert's father, that he is now yes, in fact, that's what he's saying. Speaking of the current Marquis, I believe you and he were in the same cohort at the Officers Academy. Hubert, yes, okay, right. No, I'm caught up. I'm like, but Hubert's dad got slaughtered, and I was like, then they made him the new one. That's right. Vestra, yeah, I remember him. He was in the Black Eagle's house, Hubert, right?
Indeed.
Correct. Much like the kingdom, the Empire appears to be in the midst of passing the torch to the next generation. We must use the Empire's current easternly focus to create an advantage for ourselves. Sending troops into the former Arendelle territory is one of the aspects of that plan. We must quickly dispatch the enemy troops targeting Aaronrod. Thank you. I know, I'm up to speed. I was gonna say, where's our church girlies? Mercy should be in here a lot. I guess we don't have Marianne yet, but I assume we'll get her. Flame, what's good? Many of the church's people in Camelus are advanced in age, so there's little lively discussion to be had. On the other hand, there are many young folks in the Kingdom's army, and they are quite spirited. It makes for a rather comfortable atmosphere. Although it would be even better if we didn't have to go into battle at all. In truth, I would have enrolled at the Officers Academy if this war had never broken out. That is true, you would have done so. And you would have joined our class, I believe. What's on the other side? I hate that these two buildings are not, like, connected by a door. But, I mean, it still makes sense, I suppose.
Let me think.
They're two different buildings with two different... I'm not even sure what this building is. Actually. Like, I don't know. I really don't know. Mercy, what's up? I'm very reluctant to fight any of our old friends from the Academy. It's well and good if we can convince them to join us, but in the end, we're still making them bend to our will. They might not want to do it at all. We're essentially forcing them to choose between death and betraying their friends and family. It feels cruel. Sure, Mercy. I'll give you another good noodle star for that. I'll let you have it. I don't need to give you a gift, though, because we're already A rank, and I cannot get your A rank because I think I need something specific. Ingrid, what's good? Azure, where Sylvain and I have known each other since we were very young. Back in my day, he would occasionally show up with bruises and other injuries on his face and body. Whenever I would ask him about it, he'd just say that he got hit during training or something, but I knew what was really going on. I logically understand why His Majesty gave Miklon an appointment, but more importantly, Sylvain rather agreed to it. But I don't think I can accept it quite so easily. Perhaps people can change, but they can never wash away the sins of their past. I'm keenly aware of this myself. Oof. Dang. Alright, Ingrid. Where are we at? Oh, sure. Arbol, what's up?
This is true.
Circumstances dictate how people act. As such, I believe things are about to get more difficult for you. Though perhaps that will be a welcome change for someone of your caliber. You will undoubtedly face the Ashen Demon again. I do hope you'll emerge victorious this time. Yo, I'm level, like, 90-something. I'm almost level 100. Ashen Demon ain't got nothing on me. Never had, never will. Let's go over here. Oh, Happy's all the way in the corner over here. What's up? Too much stuff is happening and all of it's annoying.
Yeah.
That Cornelia lady or whatever, she's up to no good, I'm telling you. I wonder if she is that lady. Not in agreement. Yeah, it's troubling that a former court mage might be committing such evil deeds. A former court mage, huh? Yeah, maybe so. What a pain. Poor Happy. She's had such a traumatic past, rather. I feel like we should just give her, like, all the good noodle stars, but then we'd be giving that to, like, most of the Blue Lions, because they've all had some past trauma. Except Annette? Actually?
Do you need something? Well...
Y'all are gonna have to remind me of Annette's, like, troubled past. Because I feel like it's like, to be in the Blue Lion's house, you've had to have had a troubled past before. And I can, like, think of and name the troubled past for literally everybody in this house except for Annette. We can trust Duke Ifan. Though she is aged, she is deeply loyal to the royal family, and more importantly, she instructed Gustave in tactics. No kidding, she taught Gustave? She sounds incredible. Yes, His Majesty often sought her counsel on governance and strategy. Anything could still occur, though. We must be prepared for the unexpected. Okay to do. Love you. Love you to bits. Nothing super duper good noodle star worthy there, but you know, still love you. I'll be real, you just being here is almost deserving of a good noodle star, but you know, it is what it is.
I wish to speak with you.
I've just informed Lady Ray of the battle's progress. She's directed me to continue obeying the king's orders, and so I shall be acting alongside you for the time being. Of course, you may count me among your military forces as well. By the by, do you know anything about the leader of Gerald's mercenaries? I'll tell him what I know.
Let's see.
He's a veteran mercenary called the Blade Breaker. He's got a head for tactics and valor to spare. You should ask Lady Rhea. She probably knows more than I do. Indeed. That man once led the Knights of Saros. It is lamentable that a man of his caliber should now be an enemy of the church. Yeah, it is what it is. It happens.
Troubling.
Dimitri,
I wonder.
Dimitri Dimmadome. It was fortunate that Count Rose surrendered so swiftly. We did not sustain many losses. I have my own opinion on the Count's views, but I must admit he took the need of his people into careful consideration. No, not to speak these words, having pressed him to surrender. Forget I said anything. If Cornelia is the one who took him, truly the one who took him, rather, that would spell trouble for us indeed. We're gonna have to fight her again. We'll probably slay her this time or something. Who's in this corner? Ashe! You over here crying? His Majesty told me that, before everyone had something that they can't escape. I guess for Lenato it was the church and Lady Rhea. But he never said anything to me about resenting them. On the contrary, he enrolled me in the Officers Academy, which is run by the church, and I became a Kingdom Knight because of it.
Let's give it a go.
I'll have to think more on the subject myself. It's my responsibility. I took his life after all. Did I make you do that? Maybe I did. I might have had him as like an adjutant unit to take his life. That may have been something. That sounds like something I would have done. Let's do a quick lap. See if there's anyone specific that has anything interesting that I would want to hear about. The mercs were tough. Of course, mercs are tough. I don't really think so. I've been keeping an eye just on the words that pop up when I walk around. And if anyone has any like thing that's super interesting, like this Count Ro one maybe.
Good day to you.
Count Ro from Arianrod originally didn't have any children. Apparently he took notice of some young talent lad who was a distant relative and adopted him. But the boy caused problems at the Officers Academy and was summarily cut off. I wonder if it means House Ro's lineage has come to an end. And we do know about that, actually. Over here. I can't stand them. Who? Tell me that gossip,
Do you
girl.
have a minute?
My parents were murdered by bandits when I was a child. They attacked out of nowhere, and my mother, That's why I cannot stand that bandit Miklon being here, as a general no less. Doesn't matter if he's skilled, or if he's from a noble house, to give such an appointment to a guy like that. I understand. And I think that and some of these other like side dialogues are really good for world building, which is why like on our last route I want to touch some of these. Oh, we got a Viscount over here.
Have you need of me?
I'm Yvette of House Hey Yvette. I really like the white and red with the hat. I like it a lot. I think it's a good fit. I think it's way better than her portrait fit, but alright. I've heard quite a bit about you. Actually, my own house was in charge of Count Rowe's escort. However, we were attacked by a group of strangers, though I know not if they were affiliated with anyone. I've come to report the details to His Majesty. I've only just inherited my title, too. I can't believe I made such a blunder so soon after. It's okay. Happens to the best of us. Happens to the worst of us, too, so, you know, keep your head on a swivel. Don't become the worst of us. Y'all got something to say over here? I'll never be satisfied? Well, sucks to suck, nerd. Alright, well, I think we're good to look at these supports then. I think we have a fair few of them. But I don't know how many of them we can view. Like, I know we have Mercy's and Rodriguez both locked. The Dew has a locked one as well. Sylvain just has us because his one was Felix is locked. Ashes are good to go. We got a little Annette scene in there too. Annette, oh, you don't have Mercy, do you? I thought you did. I should probably work on getting Annette these four, to be honest. Because we probably knock those out quick. Dorothea actually has one with Flame. And let's go ahead and start with that one, I suppose. Oh, Flame has hers with Ashe too. I feel like we're about to get some stars out here. Cause you're a star.
Dorothea!
A superstar.
Hello, Flame. What's got you in such a frenzy?
Fish, as always.
Is it true that you were a diva in Enbar?
Yes, of course.
And that you were praised as having a mystical voice?
Yes, indeed.
I hope I'm more than just my voice, but that's all essentially true, yes.
Then I would beg a boon of you.
Oh?
Would you give me a singing lesson?
Oh, Lamal.
Of course. But where is this coming from?
Well, you see, sometimes the soldiers all break out into song.
Okay.
And when they do, I always find myself wanting to join in. Their voices hold such grand aplomb. But the only songs I know are dreadfully old.
That is hilarious.
So, I had hoped that you might instruct me as to the popular songs of modern soldiers.
Oh.
Is that so? Well, I'd be more than happy to help.
Oh, that's just actually kind of sweet.
In recent years, a new musical style has come into fashion. One involving challenging songs with many overlapping parts. Why don't we start with a little vocal warm-up? Repeat.
Certainly, Professor Dorothea.
Professor Dorothea. That's a class I want to take.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
She got there. She got there.
My, I feel as if I have become quite good at singing.
She's unnatural.
The power of song is certainly remarkable. It is as if I have been revitalized from the very core of my being.
The core.
I agree. Songs can be very empowering indeed. In fact, I recently heard an old tale about how a song once ended a war.
Truly? I have never heard this tale.
Y'all, I'm halfway through this one, and I feel like I need to give Flame her first good Noodle star. I feel like it might be a little bit overdue, but I feel like she needs one. And I'm gonna give Dorothea her second for agreeing to this. Because she could have just said, yeah, no. I'm good. You should learn from someone else.
Would you mind regaling me with it?
Go ahead.
Sadly, I don't know much more beyond that. I'll do some digging, but the person I heard it from wasn't too familiar with the story. Try not to get your hopes up, okay?
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Perhaps my brother might. Oh, it is nothing. Since you will be looking into it, I shall do a bit of digging as well. If I learn anything, I will be certain to tell you.
They might have a really cute B scene. I feel like they might both earn another, like, roll around, support. Oh, the fish! Y'all think she's gonna catch the fish? I know there's no fishing in this game,
one
but...
is really pulling the line.
Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Wow!
It must be our monster. Time to put what you practiced into action.
Can they catch that monster fish?
I am no longer the clumsy novice you slipped away from before, foul fish! It's not working! What do I do?
They might not catch all the fish.
Don't give up. Play your line out a little and let the fish tire itself out.
Oh, he's brilliant.
Like this?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Now wait. Wait. Now! Pull
Get
as
him.
hard as you can.
Pull it!
Flame, look out!
Oh my gosh.
We did it, Ashe!
They got it!
I can scarce believe I managed to capture the beast.
They caught the fish. They caught all the fish. Hey.
Yeah, that was close. I thought the fish was going to catch you there for a second.
Yes. I might have gotten a bit carried away there.
Yeah, and that's why your brother's so worried about you. And by brother, I mean, you know what I mean.
Had you not grabbed my arm when you did, I might be swimming in the river myself.
I'm glad I could help. Seriously glad. And hey, I'm amazed you managed to hang on to the pole through all that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if she had gotten pulled along as well, Sedith would have had your
I
head.
told myself I would not let go, no matter what.
Hold on there, Flame. You have to let go sometimes. None of this is worth putting yourself in danger over.
That's a good lesson.
I think I'm starting to see why Sedith doesn't let you go fishing. Still, you never would have caught that fish without that fierce determination of yours.
Mother taught me to always see tasks through to the very end.
Oh.
But even she never fished up anything so large as this. And though she is no longer around, I would like to think she would be very proud of me.
I'm certain she is.
So that's why you're so interested in fishing. Well, I think this was great, and I'm sure your mother would be proud.
Yep, I was gonna say, if he says that line, he's got himself a scar. There it is. That's the third one for Ashe, baby.
Goodness, you do know how to compliment a lady. Still, I promise to surrender my pole if I ever find myself in this kind of situation again.
Well then,
Okay,
why
good.
don't we
And
haul
she's
this
learned
thing
her
back?
lesson.
Yes, and then we can feast on the spoils of our victory. I wonder what it tastes like.
Probably not super
I
good.
can't wait to find out. But, I cannot even fathom how best to prepare such a fish.
If only we had Raph here.
We could slice it up and fry it, or boil it with vegetables, or... there are so many choices.
She loves her fish.
this has been so much fun. Flame really reminds me of my sister.
Oh.
She was always so eager to practice in the kitchen when she was little too. Hold on. Flame, in a kitchen.
Fire!
Hey, wait up! Let me help you!
Lamau. He's like an actual responsible big brother. Alright. You guys are waiting on that one. Ingrid, you actually have a scene. It looks like just with us. I was trying to shoot for these two. But it's gonna take some time to get that bond. I guess we'll knock out ours right now. Sure.
Huh.
Will Ingrid get a
So
star?
House Yvonne is actually just a branch of House Blythed?
Yes. Though really, if you trace any noble bloodline back far enough, you will find most of them are related in one way or another.
Fair enough.
For example, Duke Yvonne possesses the crest of Karen, while her grandfather possessed the minor crest of Fraldarius.
Oh?
Yet another of her ancestors bore the crest of Blythed, which is passed down through the royal bloodline.
So you just gotta have a crest to inherit the family title, huh? Doesn't matter which one it is?
In general, yes.
Huh.
The nobility used to be more particular about their requirements, but that is in the past now.
Just any crest, which is
Since
interesting.
the houses all keep intermingling, none of them really have a pure bloodline anymore. Meaning they don't get to be picky about which crests they get. Though in truth, the main reason why crests are so valued is because they allow their bearers to wield the hero's relics, passed down through generations.
And, I guess Ayla wouldn't really know most of this.
In other words, one who possesses a crest compatible with the family's relic is much more likely to inherit the family title.
Or would she? At the very least, I feel like she should know something about crest. How long was she at the Officers Academy? Was it just like a couple of weeks? Maybe she didn't ever have any like time with Hanneman to really like her. Chill and talk.
Huh. Speaking of, you're the heir to House Galatea, but your crest comes from another family, right?
Yes, but my house is a little different from the others. We originally split off from House Daphne in Leicester, you see. And at times in our history, crest bearers have been passed over entirely for the inheritance.
Dang.
Ugh, can't you just pick a rule and stick to it? Why do you nobles always have to make stuff so complicated?
Depends on the noble.
Complicated or not, this is important knowledge if you are going to keep serving His Majesty.
That is fair.
If you stay ignorant, the soldiers you command will lose respect for you, and His Majesty's reputation will be irreparably damaged.
They ain't losing respect for me. I'm gonna stay on the defensive.
I can't help it. I'm just a plain old mercenary.
Maybe so, but you have been installed in a position of great responsibility. That excuse won't work here.
It'll work for me.
Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh, right. You're the legitimate heir and you have a crest, which means you're gonna inherit the family title someday. But what about all that talk of becoming a knight? Can you even do that if you're leading your house?
No. I have dreamt of obtaining knighthood and defending the king ever since I was a little girl. But I'm afraid it's not meant to be.
Well, it's kind of meant to be in the other two routes. You defended the king and let him escape, and died on the other two routes. In fact, this is the only route I think you live on, isn't it?
And none of your siblings have crests, do they? Isn't there anyone who can take the title for you?
My eldest brother says he is willing to do so if necessary. After all, the decision comes down to what the family and the heir want. Usually, leadership passes to a child with a crest. There have been exceptions, as I mentioned before. Even so, it is the duty of every kingdom noble to take up their relic in defense of their people. Not to mention, my father is not the only one who wants to see me in charge of the house. The citizens of Galatea are hoping for the same.
Dang. Well, if the people are hoping for it, I think you gotta do what's best for your people.
Huh. I'm not sure I really get all the politics behind it, since I wasn't born in the kingdom.
Do we know where Ayla was? Yeah, we know she was born in, like... Not born in a mountain village. I think she was just raised there. I'm not sure where she was born specifically. Because that lady was like her adoptive mother.
But wouldn't you still be able to protect the king, even if you ended up a count?
I am not sure I follow.
Sorry, I can explain some other time. There's a story about a mercenary I'd love to tell you.
Huh. Even if she insulted us, and no good noodle star for you yet, Ingrid. You might have to work for it. Annette. It's you and Ashe, and you and just Ashe. Alright, that's fine. Get your Ashe on. These are probably two of our goodest noodles.
Lovely weather. Morning walks really are the best.
Is that Ashe?
You're dang right that it's Ashe. Does Annette not have a good noodle star yet? Well, we'll see about that. I guess her only scene was complaining to us that we ratted her out on our song.
So early.
Morning, Annette. I've been teaching some of the townspeople how to read and write, as well as some basic math skills.
Alright, Ashe. You get your fourth. He's just too good, you guys. Like, look at this. He's too good. He's like, what are you doing out here? Oh, I'm being the best person of all time, teaching some of the townsfolk in my free time how to read and write and some basic math skills. Like, what the heck?
We were all so into it, we didn't notice the time slipping away, and now... it's suddenly morning.
Wow, that's so good of you, Ashe.
Right?
What made you decide to do that?
When I went into town earlier, I found a merchant selling medicine at outrageous prices. But people were all snapping it up without even questioning it. Well, I couldn't just stand by and watch it happen. So I called a couple folks over to show them the math. A few more people came over, and then a few more. And before I knew it, I found myself becoming their teacher.
Professor Ashe.
That is so you. But seriously, I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
If you ever decide to break out the chalk again, I'd love to help. You can handle reading and math and stuff, and I'll teach him magic and history.
Really? That would be great. I enjoy studying a lot, but I don't think I'm very good at actually instructing people.
I'll give Annette her first star, too. For saying, yeah, I'd love to help.
Well, they are two completely different things. Speaking of which, didn't Lord Lonato teach you your letters and numbers?
Yes, although my father showed me some basic arithmetic as well. Leonardo always used to say that study is the path to one's own morality.
Huh.
What does that mean?
Well, there's no universal rules for what's right and what's wrong, you know?
Yeah.
So you have to find your own morality, something you can believe in and stick to, no matter what. He also said
matter
a
what.
person needs knowledge and education to make that happen.
I suppose knowledge does grant the power to make sound judgments.
That is true.
I mean, I saw everything differently once I started attending the School of Sorcery and the Officers Academy.
Most of the people here lack the means to attend such institutions, but they still contend with danger and lies on a daily basis. I want to give them the tools to see their way clear of that.
I feel like I don't want to give him 2 stars for the same scene, but like, I think I gotta just give him his 5th. Jeez Louise, Ashe.
So, I guess that's why I'm teaching them.
And we don't have, I guess we have more scenes with him than like the rest of the people that we'll be getting. Because we've gotten him on every route, but he hasn't gotten his scenes with the rest of the Blue Lions, so he still has a good chunk of scenes there. I was afraid that he wasn't going to be earning too many stars, and lo and behold, I think he is in first right now. He surpassed the Gatekeeper.
I want to meet them as an equal, not as a Knight of Farkas, but as someone who knows exactly what they're going through.
Yep.
That's incredible, Ashe. I think I could learn a thing or two from you too.
This was an Ashe scene, not an Ashe and Annette scene. That was a let me show you how much I deserve these stars scenes. Oh my gosh. Ashe. And you got 2 scenes with the duo. Probably 1 and then 1 will come later, but oh boy. Boy's about to be running me dry on these stars, man. They're trying to run me dry on these stars. I think the rest of them are Ayla scenes. Yes, Ayla, and then Ashe and Dedue. So let's just watch Ashe and Dedue first. They got 2 scenes, probably 1, and then the other one's locked.
Oh, it's so late. I didn't mean to take this much of a detour.
Just getting back?
Hey, Dedue. Hope I didn't worry you.
You didn't. You were in town, yes?
Probably teaching people.
I went to pick up some supplies, but on the way back I saw these flowers blooming, and I just couldn't help but pick some.
The flowers in Dusker.
Ah, yarrows.
They're used as an ingredient in healing salves, although you can also slap the leaves on your wounds and get mostly the same effect. Oh, and I plan on soaking them in alcohol. It'll produce a liquid that can be used for a wonderful ointment.
What a guy.
Yeah, though I suppose it would be faster to just use healing magic.
You seem well informed on the subject.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, in the rare instance, like in a just in case, like, case of emergency, that's good to have.
Renato knew all about it. So, I picked up a few things from him.
Lord Leonardo had an interest in plants?
Oh, sure. He kept tons of botanical encyclopedias and books like that in his room. He loved flowers. He even kept a small herb garden at Castle Gaspar. Hey, you like gardening too, right?
He sure does.
I mean, you were always watering the flowers in the greenhouse back at Garrett Mock.
He sure was.
I suppose I do, though I know little of the medicinal properties.
Yeah, I guess knowing how to grow plants is different from knowing how to use them.
Very much so.
Even so, the greenhouse was a treasure to me.
You're right about that. I found flowers there I'd never even seen in Castle Gaspar's garden.
I would like very much to visit this garden of yours one day.
Oh.
We should go. Of course, a lot has happened since I last saw it, but my younger siblings should still be looking after it.
Fingers
I
crossed.
look forward to it. Though, how did Lord Leonardo come to know so much about medicinal herbs?
Was he a doctor?
He used to serve Grand Duke Rufus.
Oh, Rufus.
Maybe he studied them while he was in the hospital.
Perhaps.
Sorry, I'm just sitting here chatting away when I should be off making myself useful.
Of course.
Goodbye.
Medicinal herbs.
Did we get their B2? Oh, we can. All right, cool. It's not locked, so let's wrap it up.
Ashe, you've come at the perfect time.
Oh.
Why is that? Oh no, am I interrupting?
Would it be the perfect time, Ashe? if you were interrupting?
Not at all. In fact, I'd like you to try this tea.
Sure. Did you create this blend yourself?
I did. Your talk of medicinal herbs inspired me to study them.
Oh?
I created a number of different brews, thinking I might find one suitable for His Majesty.
Alright, that'll be one for to do.
But first, I would like your opinion on the quality.
Taste testing, is it? I'd be happy to help. Oh, this tastes like...
Like?
Yes? How do you find it?
To do, what did you use in this?
The same flour you gathered before, mixed with some other herbs, then steamed. I read that doctors in the capital frequently concoct a similar blend. Does it not suit your tastes?
No, I love it. It actually reminds me of something.
Oh?
Of course. This is what Lonato used to give me when he first took me in.
Man's about to get brought to tears.
Lord Lonato used to brew this tea.
He sure did. Wow, this really takes me back.
This is the second time that he's had someone like take him back with some sort of means of food or drink. I think first it was Raph and their supports. And now it's to do here.
I wasn't born into a noble family, so when I started living with Lonato, I had no idea how to act. I was nervous as anything at first, but I'd always calm right down the moment I drank his tea.
I did read that this tea is useful for calming nerves.
There we go.
Perhaps he was trying to make you feel at home.
Man, if I could give Lord Lonato a good noodle star, I guess I would.
That sounds like him. I was pretty young at the time, so I never knew what kind of tea it was. But this definitely has the same flavor.
Lonato was a good guy. He's just... not a troubled past, but like, you know, he was a hurt man, and he was hurt by Lady Rhea.
Strange to think I've been in the capital for 2 years now, and never came upon it again until today. I wonder if Lonato ever served this tea to Grand Duke Rufus.
He never said?
No, I guess the two of them had a falling out a long time ago. He never really talked about his time in the capital. But I think he started studying herbs as a way to help the Grand Duke.
So the Grand Duke was having problems all the way back then.
Just like you're studying them to aid His Majesty.
It's possible.
Anyway, thank you, Dedu. That really hit the spot. Hey, would you teach me how to brew it sometime? I'd love to let everyone else try it.
Well,
Yes, of course.
the boys. Good for them. And he made something incidentally that took Ashe way back. Alright, let me talk to the boys. I gotta end with Dedu because that's my guy. We'll start with Sylvain.
Well, well, just the gal I wanted to see.
Oh?
I've got a bit of a favor to ask.
Well, be careful. You don't have any stars yet.
You know that special sword you fight with?
Yeah?
Well, I was wondering if you'd let me take a peek at it.
Nosy? Sure.
Sure, if you want. Can't say I expected this kind of interest coming from you, though. It'd be one thing if it were Dimitri or Felix asking. You know how they get about weapons. But you?
You do remember I'm the heir to House Gautier, don't you? I've been studying the art of combat ever since I was just a kid.
Fair enough.
Well, you always skip out on training, so... Anyway, here. This work?
It sure does. What a weird sword. You know what it's made of? It doesn't look like iron or steel to me.
No idea.
I couldn't tell you. Honestly, I have no idea.
What about how you can make it appear right out of thin air? Is that some sort of magic?
Nope, no idea.
Nah, not exactly. It kinda just comes to me when I call it.
Well, that's vague. One more question then. Would I be able to use your sword if I wanted to?
Probably not.
Doubt it. The thing vanishes the second I let go of it. But hey, why do you want to know so much about it anyway?
I guess I was just thinking how nice it'd be if there were more weapons like yours out in the world.
I don't know if nice is the word. I'd be more concerned.
You know, a hero's relic can take down hundreds or even thousands of soldiers in a single swing. Depending on who's doing the swinging, of course. But as soon as the wielder dies, that's it. If you don't have a crest, it's nothing more than a fancy-looking hunk of...
I
what
see.
they're made of.
Well, in my case, I don't think you can wield the sword if you don't have like a voice in your head.
Of course, that wouldn't be an issue.
It's just me and
if
Orton.
everyone could just use a sword like yours.
Maybe so, but that doesn't make it possible. I mean, there's still so much even I don't know about it.
Fair?
Right. It's not like you can just make a second one or something.
Well,
That's actually a pretty interesting idea. You've given this a lot of thought, haven't you?
can't you pull out a second one? Aren't there two? Doesn't you dual wield?
Hey, you're talking to the future Margrave Gautier here, remember? Of course I'd think about this kind of stuff. After all, us nobles wouldn't have nearly as much work to do if everyone could fight with the relics.
Also true.
And then I could spend all my time flirting with you instead.
Yeah. You got no stars, so you got no chance right now, my
Yeah,
guy.
not interested. Don't make me tell Ingrid about this.
Oh.
Harsh. Though I do like that about you. Come on, let's see that sword of yours a little more.
He was like, ooh, yikes. But I like that. You can tell her. The duel. My boy. Only sitting at two star.
Hey, Didu. It looked like you were having some trouble out there during training today. All good?
You know when this music plays, it's about to be sad, and someone's probably about to get some stars out of sadness.
It is not uncommon. Many soldiers do not think highly of me.
Oh, baby.
Why's that?
As you know, I am from Dusker. Relations with my home have improved now that His Majesty has taken the throne, but many still hold misgivings about fighting beside someone like me.
Oh, no, I'm not sympathizing with the soldiers. No, I'm questioning their distrust.
Really? I don't see why.
The tragedy of Dusker shook the entire kingdom to its core. And now I am among the Royal Guard, an honor often reserved for the children of nobles. As I am neither noble nor knight, many are displeased at my position.
Yeah, that kind of stuff always makes people jealous. I've got tons of rumors flying around about me, too.
That's true. Yeah.
Not that I blame them. I was just a regular merc, plucked off the street and into the officers' academy just because I happened to bump into Dimitri.
Yeah.
All of it was a lucky break, if you ask me. Kinda natural it would get under people's skin.
True. We are both here
True.
due to happenstance involving His Majesty. It is in the nobility's instinct to resent us for claiming their rightful roles. Missing out due to sheer luck is cruel indeed.
I'm sure Dimitri's got his hands full balancing it all, too. One wrong move, and we could be faced with a full-on rebellion.
Rebellion? This, actually probably not this coming Sunday at, you know, the USA Theater channel. But, you know, it is what it is.
You know, I think there's an easy way to solve this.
Oh?
We just have to prove we're both capable leaders, that we deserve people's support. It's like I said before, as long as we get results, trust and respect will follow. Even the biggest skeptics will have to throw their weight behind us if we can show we have what it takes.
Something you learned as a mercenary.
Yep. There was this thief we had in our company, real shady guy. Nobody trusted him. But he did his work just as well as anyone else. And before long, everyone had pretty much warmed up to him.
It takes some time.
After a year or so, even I was joking around with him like he was an old friend.
He won your trust.
Of course, we didn't know for sure he wouldn't just run off with all our stuff one night.
Fair enough.
But that's why people like you are so valuable. You know, people who keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Yep.
I see.
Sorry, I didn't mean to talk your ear off.
No, I appreciate it. I will try to follow your advice.
See, here's the problem. I don't know if I can give him a good noodle star for that. I feel like I just want to take away a good noodle star from the soldiers who are doing that to him, you know? But I can't do that because they're not on the board. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? That sucks. But, you know, it is what it is. Let's start battling, I guess. Let's go for it. Should I split? Also, what's this? Oh, yeah, I don't care about that. What's this? Oh, yeah, I don't care about that. Level 38 is what they want me to be at, but I don't really think that's necessary. The Imperial forces are stationed in former Arendelle territory. Have designs on Ironrod. Let me see. You must launch an attack before the enemy can muster their troops to retake the fortress. That is fine by me. I'll do a quick split though, and we'll keep on keeping on. Oh yeah, I have unexplored territory? Where? Oh, it was probably the one that I had not, whatever. The one I had not claimed in on the explored territory. Also, I've been just using one save file, which is like crazy for me, right? You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stop doing that now, so here.
The Ashen Demon's working with the enemy? You're sure?
Oh no.
If my reports are anything to go by, yes.
Oh no.
And as this demon is the one who slew your old company, I would like you to handle the matter.
Hey, thank you, Dimitri. I appreciate that.
Nothing would make me happier, honest.
I'll give him a star for that. Thinking about us.
But you shouldn't change your strategy for my sake. Just focus on winning the battle.
Yet I know
That's
this
it.
is what drives you. I want to do everything in my power to help you achieve it.
I feel like I want to give him like 2 stars for this because, like, thinking about it going back, I feel like we've told all of the lords about how the Ashen Demon had done that to us. But Dimitri, I think, is like the first one who said, I want to do everything in my power to help you achieve this goal that drives you. You feel? Like, I feel like the other two, and I think there's a very good distinction that this story is kind of telling. The other two are playing the, really more so the avoidance game of the Ashen Demon, or the, when it comes down to it, we have no other option, we have to kill the Ashen Demon. Dimitri has immediately been like, I want to do everything I can to help you take down the Ashen
Well, I
Demon.
can't argue with that. But this little rivalry isn't worth losing a war over.
Is that all it is to you? A rivalry? I must admit, I've been meaning to ask. Do you not bear hatred for the person who murdered your friends?
Not really. Death kinda just comes with the territory when you're a merc. And your friends one day can just as easily become your targets the next.
And this is interesting too.
Now, not getting my money or having a client betray me, yeah, that'll get me upset. But I can't go around seeking vengeance for every last fallen ally. It would consume my whole life.
And that, I think, is also something Dimitri needs to hear.
Is that so?
Yeah.
I'm sure you can relate, as a king and all.
No, I don't know if he
There's
can.
only so much burden one person can carry.
I think he needed to hear that, Ayla.
Or maybe you can't relate. If you'll forgive me for saying so, I think you've been letting things weigh on you too much.
Ooh.
Be that as it may, your words just now have given me an idea. Please forget I ever mentioned this if you find it disagreeable, but what do you think about inviting those mercenaries onto our side? Perhaps not in the immediate future, but once their allegiance is not so concrete.
Have them join us? I don't know.
Loyalty is an important concern in the mercenary business, I understand. But if we were to provide greater pay than the Empire...
Rodrigue wishes to see you, Your Majesty. He has questions about our formation.
Thank you, Dedu. If you'll excuse me, I must attend to this. We can speak more later.
Interesting.
Hand in hand with the very people you've been hunting. This king of ours sure has some funny ideas.
This also may be the earliest that this has been, like, thought about as a point. I think it was also thought about it. No, I think it actually, all three of them have, like, brought this point up. But I'm not sure if all three of them brought this point up in front of Ayla. I think Dimitri might be the only person who brought it up in front of Ayla. And I think that's more so that Dimitri, at this point in the game, trusts Ayla more than, the other two leaders trusted Ayla, at this point in the game. Right, at this point, I kind of do believe they do consider Ayla or Atlan a friend, but more so a pawn in the game than anything. That being said, I gotta go pick up the wheel. It's wheel time, who's coming to battle? We can get Bernie. Retribution, group ice, sure, that's fine. Okay. So, where is the wheel? And do I have Dorothea on the wheel? I do not. So let's get a little Dorothea in here. And let's go ahead and save. And get the wheel up. Wheel deal. Cut us on over, so we need four people real quick. First one. Actually, we only need 3 people because I can't replace Ayla. First is, this wheel loves Seth. Which is fine because he's actually already in the party. Cool. Who else? Who else we got? Can we, like, not get flamed this time? Alright. Little Ashe. We love ourselves a little Ashe.
I'll do what I need to.
Alright, now who's our last one? Is Gatekeeper on the wheel? Yes, he is. I see the heart. Of course he is. And last but not least, Ashe is gonna be... We have, like, 2 very strong people. I'd love another level. Come on, come on, come on. Dang, it's Dorothea. Oh, man. I mean, that's fine, too. Dorothea, get out here.
Send a flower to battle and watch it bloom.
That's fine. I probably need him to be down here if that's the case. Ashe is a... Right, I'm training him to become a dancer, too. I think I'm doing the same thing with Dorothea. I kind of want everyone in the army to be a dancer, but also have their best class by the end of this game. Like, he, I think, could become a dancer if he wanted to. He could leave his friends behind. Because his friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. Let me make sure the wheel is gone real quick. Thank you very much. Alright. In that regard, who else do I need to bring? Got a couple redheads. 3 Houses has a lot of redheads. They got Leonie, they got Annette and Sylvain, they've got Ferdinand von Ayer. I'm trying to think if they have anybody else. They have a lot of redheads. Just, you know, like statistically, I feel like that shouldn't be the case, you know what I mean? I want to bring the Gatekeeper just because. I'm fine bringing Dimitri, maybe get him a couple levels. Cool. I'm actually okay with the group that we have right now. Let me just double check everybody here. I'm gonna get you a different book, because I'm sure we have something that has way more durability. Oh yeah, we don't have him. Oh, we might be able to get him, I guess, actually. Probably got a better axe for you. Yo, imagine we just take her axe. I mean, we could. Sure. Okay, why not? Ashe, I feel like we can get you a better sword, my guy. My thing is, I'm okay with this brave sword, but it needs way more durability. I might need to, like, go and, like, do something about that. Like, it's got great might. Sure. And what do you have? That's fine. Alright, I'm okay with this. We're not gonna lose this fight. It's forced me to bring some powerful people, so it's kind of whatever.
We shall repel the Imperial army here and put a halt to their invasion. But be wary. They possess no small supply of skilled warriors.
From the looks of it, they've gone and camped out in the ruins of that village.
Keep your guard high. Those mercenaries could be waiting behind any corner. For now, though, let us deal with the foes we can see.
Okay, so they want me to go up this way, which is actually great because he comes up this way.
Leave it to me.
And the both of you can do that, and then I'll send them along eventually. Dorothea's already doing her job, it looks like.
Leave this one to me.
We just got a bunch of mages up here, actually.
I'm a little nervous about this.
That's kind of funny.
I'll make short work of
I'll give it 1000%. Leave everything
Sure.
to me.
And I guess I'll
Leave this
control
one to-
her.
That's my cue.
Not that she should be in any trouble. I will say, though, she's not that far ahead when it comes to levels. Like, we are at 38 already. And I think she's just like 50. I also gotta pay attention to her... her stuff. I also gotta pay attention to Seth. I meant to change his,
Good. How many remain?
None, right? Oh, they're still working on this guy? Oh, you know what? I guess they're actually both appropriately leveled. Yeah, one of Seth's, battle things sucks. His combat arts,
We've spotted the Ashen Demon among the enemy's ranks, Your Majesty.
ooh, yikes.
As well as the Death Knight.
What?
The Empire's most fearsome general. We should try to keep them both isolated if we can.
Enemies! Oh, they're coming to get us! Everyone, fend for yourselves!
Nice of them to open the doors for us. Now let's take control.
We gotta seize all these strongholds.
I must succeed.
Not a problem.
Alright, you come over here. But also you come over here. Actually, maybe you come over here.
Here goes nothing.
Proceed as planned.
I'm okay with you coming up
We
here.
must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
I suppose you
Leave
can
this
come
one
down
to me.
here.
That's my cue.
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous
You can assist
about
them.
this.
I'll give it 1000%. Leave everything to me.
Hear you loud and clear.
And you can meet
I'll
up
make
there.
short work of this.
Alright, who am I and where am I supposed to be going? I think I'm actually supposed to just be here.
I'd rather be attacking than defending, but I still find this whole affair to be very annoying.
We need to move fast. Attack!
I'm attacking. Cool your beans.
I will not permit age to be a hindrance.
You are an old man. Older than many know. I feel like I'm not sure what class he is right now, but whatever class Ashe is might be the one that I mesh with the most in terms of the fighting style. You feel me? You doing okay here down here, buddy? Yeah, it looks like you're doing alright.
Leave this one to me. That's
I'll
my
get him
cue.
real quick. Oh, Ashe,
I'll do my best.
come open this.
Let's move.
But if that's the case, I want you to go up,
Leave this one to me.
because they should have some playable character up there.
That's my cue. Take a breather.
I'll let the NPCs do their thing while I walk around. Look at me dance. Your girl's a dancer. Oh, I meant to change her combat art too. I need to take a second the next time to just go through the combat arts of the people. I definitely didn't need that. I don't know why I took it. But I will take the money here. Little shmoney. Shmoney, 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 shmoney.
The Ashen
Gatekeeper
Demon
did
and
his
the Death Knight
job.
can't be as scary as they sound, right? Right?
Yeah, they can. Ashe, open that chest. And somebody leveled up. Dimitri, good for him.
I'll hesitate no longer.
Excellent. Also, maybe not an excellent level up. Give me this.
This stronghold will likely prove the key to our victory on this day. We must keep it at all costs.
Which stronghold? All of them? To the one at the top.
I'm coming too. We can't let them keep pushing us around.
The both of you? Yikes.
Leave this one to me.
So I gotta get the both of them?
I'm a little nervous about this.
Not a problem. I've got this.
Leave this one to me. That's my cue.
We will proceed as planned. We must strive.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
I'll give it 1000%. Leave everything.
So, we've come. Onward! Keep your distance for now. We must focus our efforts on the...
Wait. Keep our distance.
We will
Uh-oh.
proceed as planned.
What do they want me to do?
We move, now.
Hear you loud and clear. Leave the backup to me.
Well, you're already here. So, I mean, he told me not to do that, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so now just seize the things. That's fine.
Shall we? I must succeed.
We will proceed as planned.
I'll do my best. I'm a little
Sure.
nervous about this.
We can't even get to the other ones unless this is a gatekeeper here. No, it's just an archer. I guess I'll control Ashe.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
You just chill there, I guess.
A rematch then. Good.
Yeah, I would love a rematch.
I've got you now.
Do not throw yourself at that wall just yet. The time isn't right for it.
Okay. I mean, I won't, but I would like to. Where's the Death Knight? Has he not moved from this place? No, y'all, I want you to attack
Leave
him.
everything to me. Leave this one to me. That's my cue.
You dare stand against me?
No, I don't.
Try to make it interesting then.
I'm not trying to stand against you. You're just in the way.
That's my cue.
He can figure it out. Where is she? Well, she's almost there. That kind of sucks. Huh?
Hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'll make short work
tell the
of
both of
this.
you to go over
We will
here.
proceed as planned. We must strive to perform to the best of our ability.
Leave it to me. Here goes nothing.
Here goes.
That's not the thing that I wanted to use.
I'll fight to the last.
I'm not trying to throw myself for the Death Knight, but he's here. I want him to leave. Alright, let him leave.
Shall we?
Okay, look, I want all of you guys to let him leave. Everybody else over here, just go down.
I'll give it 1000%. Leave
My
everything
gosh.
to me.
Leave this one to me. That's my cue.
Hear you loud and clear. I'll make short work of this.
Everyone's leaving, right? Good, then I'm gonna take control of Ashe.
Let us crush their defenses.
Where's... Oh, here you are. We did. Let me switch to status. Yeah, that whatever that combat art is, sucks.
That's one catapult dealt with. Let's move on to the other.
You know, I'm surprised you're talking and you didn't say anything about the Death Knight.
Now that I think of it, these catapults may be of use to us.
Oh, they got our catapults! Which means they're coming for us next!
Correct. Well, actually, you should be running somewhere else.
Are you in need of my assistance?
Leave this one to me.
Let me send the mage gang in here to just rough her up immediately.
1000%. Leave everything to me.
I'll do my best.
Sure.
I'm a little nervous about this.
You shouldn't be. Oh wait, I need
She's our
to.
leader. As much as it hurts to say it, we cannot let her leave here alone.
We can, Ingrid. We could recruit her.
Why won't you just let me go?
Let me do the thing.
Rather panicked. She may be convinced to join us with a bit of pressure.
Go quick.
We need to move fast.
Do the thing. Do the thing. Say the words. Redo the thing. There we go. Yo, when you have high-level people on the field, that just becomes so much more dangerous.
I don't feel too good about this, but that's just how it goes in war.
That's just how it goes in war.
We don't want to have to kill you,
What is it good for?
Wait, what? No, I'm not ready to die. Please, don't murder me.
Little brigand. We finally have a bow user, which is nice.
The Ashen Demon and the Death Knight are the only major threats remaining.
I make for the central stronghold. My prey awaits.
Uh-oh.
Fine. I'll handle the strongholds on the perimeter then.
All units, clear out of the central stronghold. We aim to ensnare the Death Knight.
Okay. That's fine. I just will not go in there then. Where is he?
Shall we?
You come down here. Is he gonna go, or... Is he gonna go, or... Hey, Dorothea, get out of the way.
Let's get...
Okay, he's going. He's going. Close the doors.
Now, close the gates. Sever his escape.
We had a similar plan with Burgley's. Now use the catapult.
Ready? Fire!
Get him.
Cowardice.
Yes, absolutely.
Not even the Ashen Demon can win against superior numbers. Call in reinforcements from the northwestern stronghold.
I will say, very neat.
Won't be easy.
And here I thought the kid could handle it alone. Looks like I was wrong.
Oh boy.
We can't let them seize the central stronghold.
Where are they?
I'll do my best. I'm a little nervous.
Get him.
Leave this one to me. That's my cue.
Sure.
Shall we?
All right.
I'll give it 1,000%. Leave everything to
Okay.
me.
You should probably come out of
No
hiding.
problem. I've got this.
I guess that's pretty much everybody here. I'll control Ashe though.
We have armored units at our disposal as well. They can bolster any stronghold in need of the assistance.
Oh, Alois is over here. That's hilarious. Retribution. The greatest WWE faction of all time, Lamau.
This should buy our defenses a bit more time.
I won't lose this time. I swear.
Alois,
I must retreat.
that was very, very poorly timed, my guy. I won't lose this time. I swear, loses. Over here. So they're all through. Let's come back over here. You know what? Let's put our boy in. There we go.
This is what the kingdom can do. You've really risen to the occasion.
Well, I mean,
This is all I've got.
We've outlasted them.
yeah, we have.
Fine then. Entertain me.
What? But how'd he get free?
He's broken free. Catapults appear to be working though. Come, this is our chance.
Where is he? Oh, he fled to the other half, huh?
You got some mages here to help. They're ready to attack the village ruins whenever you say the word.
Okay. Gonna give me a second to say the word? Thank you.
Advance to his position at once.
Imperial
A
soldiers.
priest?
Are they trying to heal the Death Knight?
No, it's not gonna work for them, actually. Seth came in and said, no, that's not gonna work. Still got another mission.
Not today. I shall make my retreat.
Okay, bye. Mercy loves you.
So we finally gave in. That blade work of his was awfully familiar, though.
Yeah. Prevented from the Death Knight from being healed.
We can't hold out any longer. Please.
Okay.
I've got you now. I need backup. Not good enough.
The Ashen Demon has taken on countless soldiers. And one of their exceptional skill must be growing weary by now.
I did it. Defeat Nightwing. So this is the cutscene where we finally get the, oh my gosh, you can do things with time. That's kind of crazy. Yikes. Ugh. Hey, that was lucky for us. That could have just been a blade. For not for nothing.
Such vexing arrogance for one so small. Perhaps you truly are one of their descendants. In any event, you labored to destroy my vessel, did you not?
Yes.
That is a deed most foul.
Ooh.
One you will pay for with your life.
Hey, Ayla, you might wanna.
Wind so bound in flesh.
You might wanna run.
Pitiful.
This isn't a fight you can win. Get out of there!
You can run all you like. Why do you fight me?
You can't just kill people, Sothis.
Why Sothis?
You can, yeah, right? You look very blonde in that lighting.
And here I thought we won.
Nope.
Who knew the Ashen demon had that kind of...
We did.
Not that I'm making excuse.
That's not true.
Of course it is. But it's like I looked away for 1 sec.
That would explain what was troubling me before.
My danger senses were tingling. My Arval senses.
I know you can, and I'll do whatever I can to make it so.
You know what?
Sure.
You're right. I'll be strong enough one day if I just keep at it. Still, one day could be years from now at this rate. We should probably think of a backup plan. Besides, Dimitri said they might even be working for the kingdom before long.
Right.
We can't count on being rivals forever.
Yeah, see, this is different. Because I think before it was like, oh, you know, Ayla brought it up in like this side conversation with Arval. This time Dimitri brought it up to Ayla. I think the other two like brought it up before.
What a shocking turn of events.
But behind Ayla's
Seriously
back.
Consider accepting that fiend as one of your allies?
You make it sound like the worst idea in the world. We have a war to win here, remember? Gotta keep an open mind.
Ah, I understand now. You've witnessed your adversary's true strength and convinced yourself you cannot win.
Wow.
No, I just know a valuable resource when I see one. And we're far better off with them than we are against them.
If that's really how you feel, then so be it. But trust me, you don't need to worry. You'll get stronger soon, I promise. So maybe don't go relinquishing your prey just yet.
I mean, we don't need to be stronger. I think we're almost as strong as we can get.
After all, I desire nothing more than to see you achieve your goals.
What if these aren't truly my goals? Hey, of course. Not that it's kind of whatever. A doesn't matter. I don't know who's the MVP.
I'm just glad I could help.
Good. I was gonna say I don't think it's Ayla. Ayla just like beat one enemy for real, for real. Is Ashe close to mastering? Kind of close to mastering.
This will help everyone out.
I want to see if we can get any more dancers before the end of this episode. Oops. We got 2 friends online, apparently. Bonk, 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 bonk.
Does not defy the hand, and yet you've done just that.
Hey, so I'm about to take away a good noodle star for you. In fact, I should actually be giving a good noodle star to Nightwing.
This is my name, yet I am also called the Beginning.
Yeah, I'm actually get you a good noodle star real quick.
Progenitor and mother to all who call Folklin home.
Where am I?
I am not here.
I'm gonna mark it as tentative because Nightwing is not in the party.
Yet I will grant the one. You stand before my throne. If you so wish, then take a seat. But know then that your flesh is mine to wield. You lack the power to resist.
My flesh? What are you saying?
You should not have interfered. I could have cut that wretch down with a stroke. Oh, that one vexes me so. When next we meet, I must step in and deal with them myself.
Why?
It's quite clear that you cannot my power safely wield. Do I speak plain?
Not in the slightest.
Lamau.
I have so many questions.
Do I speak plain? No.
Lazy bones. Get up already.
Yeah, I don't like that they have this mysterious, like, logo for that voice. We know who that is.
You don't seem like yourself.
I'm fine. Just a strange dream.
Has Alois ever been here for this conversation?
Like the ones you used to have.
Yes, but this time we talked.
Huh?
You fool! That was no dream!
Huh?
Well, what's wrong?
Nothing. Wait, didn't you...
Do you lack wits? My voice is not for him. Whenever I speak, it is for you alone.
On second thought, I think there is something wrong. I mean, my hair's still a different color, right?
Yes, and your eyes too. How that happened is beyond me. Anyway, we lost the battle, so probably best to wave this place goodbye and find somewhere to rest up.
Is that a fact?
Actually, I think I'd feel more comfortable staying here on the battlefield a while longer. I just need to swing my sword around, get my head on straight. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
If you say so, but if it gets any worse, tell me.
Well, it won't get any worse unless you die.
This isn't an enemy we can beat if we're not at full strength. We're not just up against the kingdom here. They've got the church on their side too, and the Knights of Seros.
This will be a trying battle indeed, but I will follow you to the ends of the earth if I must, Captain. Even in the face of my own former colleagues, I won't pull a single punch.
Thanks, Alois. I know it won't be easy, but the Empire's shoving a lot of gold in our pockets for this. Gotta deliver on our end of the deal, even if it means taking on the Knights of Seros to do it.
You look troubled, Gerald. Is something wrong?
Can't hide anything from you, can I? It's just I have history with someone from the church.
Yep.
And I'd rather keep it as history if I can. I don't want anything to do with them, not as enemy or ally.
I am glad that he told Nightwing that.
You're really
Because
going
as we
back
know,
to
Nightwing
Ferdinand?
cares a whole lot.
After all it took to get to this point?
Especially after that Manuela Gerald A support. Cute.
I will only be gone for a short while. A month at most, perhaps.
I don't understand. What could possibly demand your presence in the capital so urgently? Is there something big going down in Ferdiad?
Right?
I can't imagine things have gotten too out of hand with my father there to hold the line.
Explain to them, Boar. This is a threat only us Northerners understand.
Very well. A group of soldiers from the Srang region has broken through the defenses in Gautier
Srang.
and makes for the capital. According to reports, Duke Yvonne herself rode out to intercept them, but was overwhelmed and subsequently captured. All contact from Margrave Gautier has ceased as well, so we've no way of confirming any of this.
Sylvain, how you feel about that?
What? This is horrible.
You can say that again. There's no chance of mounting a war effort when your capital's been ransacked.
Yeah.
To be honest, I can't imagine my old man going down that easy.
Agreed.
It's still true that we've lost contact with him, though. Something's definitely happening here.
This is quite an alarming revelation indeed. Not only has the church made the northern town of Camulus its new base of operations.
Yeah, forget about that setup. I'm still wondering how they took down a man with such a great jawline. A Gautier? That Gautier jawline is different.
Many of our members have been traveling to Ferdiad on a regular basis.
Srang. That's the peninsula north of Farkas, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, but as far as I can remember, they've always been peaceful.
Peaceful? Hardly.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
You
don't
show
think
even
so.
The slightest hint of weakness, and they'll sink their teeth into you without so much as a second thought.
Yeah, I don't remember them being peaceful.
The Srang region borders the northeast side of our kingdom. It's a harsh land, blanketed in snow from the outset of the year to its dying days. I can only assume they seek fertile ground, and in doing so, the means for their survival.
But I guess if you're not from around that peninsula, you might not know.
Shame. We could have negotiated had they not been so intent on pillaging.
As it stands, I'll be returning to the north to lead a force meant to repel them.
With both the Margrave and Duke Yvonne missing in action, the matter is gravely serious. His Majesty has no choice but to get personally involved.
If it's really that bad, wouldn't it be better if we tagged along? You'll need backup if the fight's gonna be as tough as you're making it out to be.
You cannot deny that, Dimitri. This matter concerns us as well. We would be remiss not to offer our assistance.
Fair enough.
I appreciate the offer, truly. But we need to maintain a robust force here as well. You're one of the key figures in this army now. Look after Arianrode for me.
We have struck a blow to the Empire's forces. But it is only a matter of time until they hit back.
To do, Rodrigue, the two of you will ride with me. A few dozen knights will be joining us as well.
Yes, Your Majesty.
It's still entirely possible that the Margrave's envoy was somehow delayed. That nothing is in fact amiss. Sylvain, I'd like you to await them here in Arianrode, just in case.
Got it. Stay safe out there, Your Majesty.
That's fair, actually.
As for you, Duke Fraldarius, I leave command of the army to you in my stead. If the envoy does arrive, well, The appropriate course of action will be in your hands. Just remember, the soldiers stationed here are not mere soldiers. They're kingdom citizens. And as such, we have a duty to protect every last one of them. If they're lost, I will have nothing left, save hollow prayers for the dead.
Yikes.
Fine then.
Please, don't look at me like that. I know this burden is a heavy one, but I suspect you will lead them better than I. Now then, I expect you all to keep word of my leaving between ourselves. It would not do to have that information fall into the Empire's hands.
Right. Interesting. So we just won't have Dimitri for a month, huh?
Azure Gleam.
And I assume probably to do as well. The King Awakens.
The kingdom's assault on the former Arundel territory proved successful, but the wind carries dire word of invasion from Srang in the north. Having lost contact with Margrave Gautier,
Look at that
Dimitri
jawline.
departs Aryan Road and makes for the capital, Ferdia. He fears he may be walking into a trap, yet he marches on all the same.
So we're gonna have to go up and save him.
And you're sure?
Uh-oh.
Very. The Srang people did indeed attack, but they never broke through Gautier territory.
Oh.
Meaning the Margrave is unharmed. Why then was our contact cut off?
Oh.
It's possible someone within the kingdom is interfering. The Margrave suspected as much when his initial envoy never returned. In response, he dispatched a slew of messengers, myself included, all on wholly distinct routes. It would appear I'm the only one who arrived safely.
Oh.
It's good to know my father's safe, but it's starting to sound like we have a big problem on our hands.
Yeah.
Like as not, someone's ambushing these messengers as they pass through Blathed lands.
And this is bringing back bad memories. It's all too similar to when Count Rowe's convoy was attacked. The Boar suspected Cornelia at the time, and I'm growing ever more inclined to agree with him. Have you any news from the north? What of the capital and the king?
Nothing at the time of my departure, I'm sorry to report.
Guess there's only one way to find out then. We should head up there ourselves, Felix.
The Margrave would surely send word if something were to happen at the capital. I imagine we'll have more clarity on the situation in a few days' time.
I don't know if we can really trust to wait a few days' time.
We don't have a few days. You need to act, Felix, and you need to do it now.
But if we move too rashly, the Imperial forces near the fortress will grow wise to our maneuvers.
As though any of that'll matter if the king winds up dead. Losing Aryan Road would be the least of our worries then. We'd be trapped in a massive war of succession, and easy pickings for the Empire.
Even at a distance, that man has an uncanny talent for giving me headaches.
Lamau.
Very well. Notify all troops stationed at the fortress, and round up a team of our most elite soldiers. We're heading north.
I don't even know if it's wise to let all of the troops know. I feel like you might just want to tell a couple of top commanders. That's a long stretch of land. Alright, what do we got here? Yeah, we get no Dimitri and Dedu. Okay. And Rodrigue. Okay. I was gonna say, there's no shot that we keep Dedu and we don't keep Dimitri. Certainly they head out together. Oh, does that mean I can't train with them? I mean, certainly that's what it means. Yeah. Dang. Well, shoot. I was gonna say most of these are close to being done anyway. They're almost done. They're halfway to be. We'll just reorganize all these and hang out with Annette and Ashe once. Yeah, let's remove all. And let's do... Ashe and... Ingrid, the Night Buddies. Let's do Annette and... I feel like I would like to get their support. Sylvain and Mercy, I think, had kind of just a sweet support in the past. I'd like to see or pay attention to Bernie. What do you have? Anybody here? No. Alright, well, Bernie on the back pedal then. Petra, we know, only had Dedu. So she can be on the back burner for right now, too. Dorothea, you still have Flame, so I'm okay with getting the both of you there. And now I feel like that might be pretty much it, unfortunately. Because you just have Flame and us. I think I was hanging out with Rodrigue. So I don't know, maybe I'll hang out with Sedith. Huh? Sure, why not? Because that's all of the folks, but I do want everybody else in here. Because most of them are working towards getting to Dancer. And I think Petra's the only one left who's not a part of anything. But Petra's already a Dancer, so I guess she can try and max out Dancer. That's fine. We're not going to begin training because I need to set Bernie up on the Dancer path. I actually don't need to do anything with that yet, because she can very easily just do this first one first. You know what I do hate? How similar these two sprites are. I get them confused all the time. Soldier and Myrmidon. Despise it. I'm sorry. Sure, I mean, that's fine too. I assume Bernie's gonna be the first one to master something. Thank you.
I have yet.
Oh, this is...
Although, I was gonna say Gatekeeper's very close to mastering that thing. Where'd Burn go? She like vanished, which is kind of crazy. Train. No. Acquire class. Bernadetta. I'm fine taking her down this side since she doesn't really use magic anyway. Don't change her class to Thief yet. But I do want to train her as a thief. Little thieving Bernie. Yep, there we go. Gatekeeper's close to becoming a dancer. No.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
In fact, he could do it now if we wanted him to. Like, I feel like I usually have them go to one of these two and then go to Dancer, but... Sure. He can dance if he wants to. He can leave his... Look at the boy. Look at the boy go. He got the hips.
I kinda miss my old armor.
That's hilarious. Yeah, we're changing it to him. No, I don't want to manually swap anything. At least not right now. Now we can go back to training. Who's gonna be next? Yeah, I want her to master... her spiel, but honestly, that's probably gonna happen low-key natively since we're so early in the game. I might want to try and start getting her on that route first. And maybe the same with Ingrid. At the very least, I think everybody should probably get their Myrmidon out of the way. Anybody else who doesn't have Myrmidon yet? Probably you. Y'all both have swords. I'm gonna let you get your Myrmidon out of the way as well. You are a sword master, so we could honestly get you to Dancer this episode, probably, since you're so close to the last star. That's fine for right now.
Hey,
I've grasped.
Did Ashe master...
I think I'm getting...
have a...
Okay, let me just peek. So, Annette and Ashe both mastered their stuff.
Time to work you into shape.
Annette definitely has to come down this path.
I can work with it.
She's not going to switch into that, but she's going to train into that. Ashe, however, I think has mastered down enough to get to Dancer. So sure. Everybody who can get to Dancer, we're getting to Dancer. Look at him go, look at the hips.
Will this make me stronger?
I don't know. Probably. Yeah, actually, sure. I'd like to retrain you as now a merc. Everybody here, I think, can keep going. You are still very close, and I still think we'll be able to get you there. In fact, we just got her there. In fact, I need to go and get everybody who I said your Myrmidon now to the next set.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
And that was what? Green Boy, Sylvain, and Ingrid all need to go up. So Sylvain. Well, I have him using magic, so I'm gonna send him down this way. I did not mean to make him a mercenary. I'll fix it later, whatever. Ingrid. She's not using any magic, so I'm gonna send her down that way. She'll become a thief, but she won't actually become a thief. And our boy here, I think he has an affinity for magic, but I don't have him using it. We'll send him down this way. My interest is piqued. Okay, so now we come back to training. Whatever. You can now train down this path. You can train down this path, and I forgot to fix Happy up. Because she can become a dancer. She's our next... We're getting our dancers in here. Because there she is. I feel like I should probably get her the both of them. I actually don't know if I don't know if I need to get the Mortal Savant if I can already have them take
You can't do the job without the outfit.
I'm sorry, Pilot's like T-posing right now. Oh, her dancer outfit's really cute actually. I meant to make her a dancer.
Can't wait to see how you do.
Needed information. Happy. How do I... Oh, I think it's actually Convoy. And then change class. That's right. There you go. And I'm gonna go ahead and fix Sylvain here too. Because I do still want him actually doing this class. No, not for right now. And now I think we're all set.
Training can be the difference between victory and defeat.
Now you can switch to here, and he is still there. So we're good. Although, if that one hits a perfect, I think Flame will... Nope. 2 nices. Nice was still enough. I was gonna say, Flame might be able to become a dancer today, too. No, she just hit Merc, so she's got to do Swords Master. But she's close. Huh? Where's she at? Yep. Next on the line. We only have 7 more of these seals. That's kind of crazy. In comparison to how many Master Seals? 36. I don't know why we have so few Advanced Seals. Who knows? Huh? Your guess is as good as mine. Just so I don't forget in the future, let's go ahead and set her to Sword Master. We got a lot of good Noodle stars today, which is kind of nice. I think we're good for right now. We have a lot of dancers already. I think we, and what chapter are we at? 7? We're at chapter 6? No, we're at 7. I thought so. I think we're gonna be okay. I think we might cut it close, but I do think we're gonna be okay. I think we'll be able to get everybody to Dancer. Or at least have a team where I can roll, because we're doing the wheel, which is the problem. So I'm trying to make sure we have as many dancers as possible, otherwise I might just veto the wheel at the end. Cool. I mean, we're at about 2 hours, we could probably just end it. I do want to see if there are any paralogs. Still no paralogs. Maybe paralogs don't unlock until like chapter 7 or something, because we got one early. But it is what it is, I suppose. Once again, I'll run through all of this in between episodes. We'll get a bunch of supports. As you can see, we already have a couple supports. I guess this is probably going to be that kind of breaking point where he is here and the king is not. I kind of wonder what he has to say. I don't like any of this. So we got no idea what's happening in royal territory and no insight in what the Empire's up to. If we're not careful, they could deal a serious blow to us while we're caught up fighting each other. But the situation with the war in the east, what? You look like a pigeon caught up in some windstorm. Huh. I do think that's fascinating. That being said, I am gonna close off for today. We didn't get too many supports. And I don't want that to take away from the support time next episode. We only have Dorothea and Flame, which I guess we could just go and grab, and Seth and us. I mean, if it's just 2, we might as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Maybe we'll get some good Noodle stars out of this.
Dorothea, I have it.
She got it.
You have what?
I have learned
The song.
more about the story you mentioned
Or the story.
other day. The one regarding the song that ended a war.
That's incredible. How did you manage it? I've been asking around myself, but I haven't learned a thing.
I actually asked my brother.
He knows everything.
Or, to be more specific, I just so happened to stumble across it in one of his books.
I see. And what did it say?
It is the story of a woman who ended a war with a song.
Maybe she could do it.
This took place a short while after the Empire emerged victorious from the War of Heroes.
We're gonna end the war with a dance. And by that I mean, end one of the major battles and the war will continue to rage on. Because that's how this game goes.
The mother of an imperial noble started a conflict regarding the succession of their territory. It was a minor struggle at first, but gradually the other neighboring lords became caught up as well. It became quite the event.
Who do you think wins in the end? Because they all continue to kind of just wage war. Who do you think actually wins?
One thing spiraled into another, and soon they were on the cusp of a war that threatened to splinter the very empire itself.
Nobles are always like that, no matter the era.
At the time, one woman was very worried about the state of affairs. a childhood friend of the two brothers on opposite sides of the struggle.
Oh, now that's a development right out of the storybooks.
She made her way to the battlefield, which was on the brink of exploding into violence, stood between the two armies, and began to sing. She filled her every word with the hope that the brothers would not be driven to fight. And it went like this.
Sing it.
I remember with fondness days long past with those I love. With warmth in my heart I think of them and sing to the stars up above.
That was really nice.
Hands once linked,
Okay, it's not over.
very swords filled with rage and bloody, and with their smiles forgotten, they seek the sweet release of death.
Oh.
The sound of her voice in song moved not only the hearts of the two brothers, but of their armies as well. Soon, they all dispersed and returned to their homes. Having settled their differences, the brothers petitioned the Emperor to change their territories.
Oh.
So that there would be no lingering grudge, they asked to be given lands at the east and west ends of the Empire, with the capital betwixt. And that is the tale of how House Fenya and House Menya came to be.
Fenya Minya.
No, I just realized something. The name of the Middle Franc Opera Company means friendship at the center.
Middle Franc. Oh.
It's taken from a festival of singing and dancing that was held in the capital long ago in the hopes of fostering peace. Maybe the origins of this festival are found in the story you just told me.
That's interesting. I wonder if that was always like the plan.
Do you truly think so?
Noble houses divided with the capital between them? Singing and dancing in the center for peace?
Because this game knows its lore fairly well.
I don't think it's a coincidence.
And I think sticks fairly true to it.
Now that you say it,
And that's something I
I
appreciate
must
about this
agree.
game.
which would mean that you, Dorothea, diva of the Middle Franc Opera Company, might use your talent to bring about the end of war. That would be quite something were it to come to pass.
I wonder. But let's put old tales aside for now and continue our lessons, shall we? Perhaps if we pray and sing for peace, happiness really will find us all.
That's nice. That was a nice support. I kind of like that. I think they are both just good noodles. I don't think they like earned like a good noodle star like vehemently during that, but I almost feel inclined to give them both one.
Ah, I wanted to speak with you.
Yeah, sure, why not?
You have made quite the name for yourself recently.
One for Dorothea, one for Flame. Hello, Seth. Are you gonna earn your first star today?
Thanks.
A true feat for one so young. It is a shame you could not continue your studies at the academy.
Yep, sure, shame. You guys almost forced me to be there.
If only you had been graced with the opportunity to cultivate your knowledge and gain more experience alongside your classmates, it is likely you would have become influential enough to impact Fodlan's very future.
I think I still am. Oh.
You have grown silent. Is something on your mind?
What do you all think of me, honestly? We fought enough battles together. You know I've got this mysterious power. You and Rhea, you're suspicious of me, aren't you?
Yes, I admit you are right. We have yet to determine if you are truly trustworthy. The power you possess is different from that of a crest. That alone is cause for suspicion, if I may be so blunt. You might not bear us any ill will, but what if you were to succumb to the manipulations of someone like Tomas?
That's fair.
That doesn't sound very likely.
Well.
Although, I guess it's possible I could accidentally hurt someone with it.
Precisely. And furthermore, the victim of said accident could be the Archbishop, or my sister, Flame.
Fair enough.
We must remain vigilant to even the slightest possibility of danger. I know the Empire often accuses the Church of exploiting the people to fill our coffers. But the fact remains that the Archbishop has always gone to great lengths to maintain peace in Fodlan.
I think this is also an important support set, probably. Just to get, like, Seta's point of view, since we don't have supports with Lady
She
Rhea.
also serves as the spiritual guide for the vast majority of citizens here. We simply cannot risk losing her. even if it is only a 1 in a million chance.
Well, okay. If that's the case, what do you want me to do about it?
Cease to exist.
I can't just leave. That would be a huge problem for Dimitri and everyone else.
I have no intention of telling you to go. I am well aware of how much the king values you. However, I would ask that you keep your distance from the Archbishop. And to stay away from Flame as well.
Wow.
This could prove difficult given you two serve in the Kingdom Army together, but it is a personal request.
You guys, I am going to immediately get my supports with Flame.
I know this all may be unpleasant for you.
Immediately.
But will you agree to do so?
Where's the no option? I agree to avoid the Archbishop, but not Flame.
Try to be careful around the Archbishop, but avoiding Flame is a bit much. Don't you think you're being a tad overprotective?
I cannot be too careful. As her brother, it is my duty to protect her.
Okay.
It's all right, really. I'm not sure what this power is myself. I mean, it's my body and all, but I really have no idea what it's gonna do next.
That's not a good answer.
In time, I hope you discover the true nature of your power. If there is anything I can do to assist you with the matter, do not hesitate to ask.
I'm glad that he is open to helping, though.
Thanks.
He's just overprotective, and we know that to be set up to a T, let's be real. Okay, those are all of our supports for now. We'll have some more... we'll probably have Flame supports next time. She might be at A next time because I am a devious son of a gun. And Seta said stay away, so I'm going to immediately give her like 30,000 fish, and she's going to be my bestie. Toodaloo Flight Crew, thank you for watching.